What's up guys, Nate again, and since it's the end of August, I thought I would do a pickups video for all the things that I got this month. Not a ton of stuff, a couple new games, a bunch of old handheld games, and some other fun stuff, so I guess I'll just get right into it. First of all, I have this Super Mario Bros. Trash Can. This is from like 1988, I think. I actually used to have bed sheets. I still have them, but I used to use them on my bed as a kid that had this artwork. There was also a matching Zelda Trash Can, which a buddy of mine who owns a store up the street has the Zelda Trash Can, and I really want it, but he doesn't want to sell it because it's his from his childhood. But I'd love to have this set together because I don't know, I like Nintendo trash cans, I suppose. But anyway, I went ahead and packed everything that I got inside the trash can, so I'm just going to kind of pull stuff out and just talk about it a little bit. First we have Steins on the PS Vita. This actually just came in today. Surprise! It was supposed to come out tomorrow, but I guess Amazon Prime got it to me a little bit early today. Haven't had a chance to play it yet. It's still sealed. We were out all day visiting family, so heard this is really awesome though. I started to watch the anime last night just to kind of see how the story was going to progress. I got like one episode in and it makes no sense. But apparently it's a really cool story, so I'm looking forward to playing it. Currently in the middle of playing Danganronpa 2 on the Vita. So as soon as I finish that up, I think I'm going to start this because I'm just kind of into visual novels lately. Next up, I also got Etrian Odyssey Untold 2, the Fafnir Night. Fafnir Night. I also haven't played this. It's still sealed. I don't have time, but I do have the full intentions of playing this eventually. But I don't see it happening anytime soon, unfortunately. Next, I got Geometry Wars Galaxies on the DS. I picked this up really cheap. I've heard mixed things about the controls. I know since the DS doesn't have analog sticks, Geometry Wars might not work the best. I haven't had a chance to play this yet either. I know it's going to be the motif of this episode, just because, you know, I'm busy. Got a kid and got work, and hard to balance everything and still find time to play some games. So I'm playing what I can. Hopefully get to this pretty soon. If it sucks, whatever. I only paid like $2 or $3 for it. So whatever, hopefully it's cool. At least it's got a neat little hologram cover. But I was a big fan of Geometry Wars on the 360. It was like one of the only games I played when I first got my 360. Let's see. Next is this 8-bit Link plush cushion thing. You can get these at Toys R Us. There's a Link, a Luigi, and a Mario. Nothing on the back, and I think they're like $14.99. Or something like that. They're not really like super soft. They're squishy. It's got like a sturdy foam inside it. And I thought they were a lot bigger. I was gonna use it as like couch decoration down here, but they're a lot smaller than I thought, and not really comfortable. I wouldn't want to like lay on it or anything, but still pretty cool. I don't know. I like the old Link sprites. Next, I got Gremlins 2, the new batch on the NES. Didn't have this one in my collection. It's actually a pretty good game. It's a Sunsoft game, so it's got really good music. Kind of has like I think it might be running on the same engine as like Fester's Quest, and maybe even Blaster Master, because it's kind of top-down view. But it's pretty fun. You play as Gizmo. I don't know. It's just like a little top-down platformer. Up next are these. Actually, it's a Comic-Con exclusive. This is the Japanese release. They were released in Japan too, but in the US they were Comic-Con exclusive. If you've seen the Mario and Luigi and Yoshi figures from the SH Figure Arts line, this is like a little accessory that goes with them. Like I said, these were given out at Comic-Con. Not given out, but sold at Comic-Con this year. But I found this one online on eBay from Japan for like $6, and I really like those figures, so I thought it would be cool to have just a little add-on accessories that they released. I'm not sure if it had any sort of special release in Japan or if these were just kind of widely available. Don't really know, but pretty neat to have. Up next, I got this stupid ass Ash figure. I really only bought it because his knees bent like this, and I thought it looked fucking ridiculous. So I just had him in like stupid positions, and it was like $1 at this game store, and I was like, whatever, I'm gonna buy it, just because he had reverse bending knees, like fucking weird. I don't know. I bought it. Let's see. This is a pretty cool find actually. Kind of wanted to get a 2DS ever since they came out, but I didn't really want to spend the money just because I didn't need it. I just kind of wanted one for my collection. But I was poking around on eBay the other day, and I saw this listing. I had this and two pretty shitty games, but I paid $38 for this and 2 games. They didn't wipe it, so it still has Mario Kart 7 on it too, which is pretty cool. Not the color I initially wanted to get. I like the translucent red and blue ones, but I figure my daughter might want to play it, and it's a pretty cool color that she might like. And since it's used, I might just let her use this one when she's a little older. But yeah, it also came with Poptropica, Forgotten Islands, and Pets Countryside, which somebody paid $29.99 for, which I'm sure now at GameStop this is like 49 cents. I don't know. So these are garbage. I might let my kid play them one day. Might trade them in. Might, I don't know. But I got them for now. And in the very bottom of this is a lot of handheld cartridges. I'm just gonna start pulling these out. Last week I kind of got, or I guess week before last, I got in this weird like desire to break out my Game Gear and play some Game Gear games. And when I pulled it out, I turned it on, and like you couldn't see the screen for shit. It was just like super muddled. I don't know if you've played a Game Gear. You may know what I'm talking about, but a lot of times the screens didn't really hold up. But I went up the street to the store to my house, and the dude had a Game Gear sitting there. It wasn't in the best shape. It was scratched up. But he let me have it because I bought like 4 games, and he was just like, just take it because they don't sell. And so I picked up X-Men Mojo World, which I've never played before. Well, I have played it now. I tried it out the day I got it. It's not bad for a Game Gear game, I suppose. I have a lot of memories of the Game Gear because I did grow up with it. I had that in place of a Game Boy, unfortunately, because nowadays I really prefer the Game Boy. But I also picked up Streets of Rage on the Game Gear. And I picked up Home Alone because I have this weird quest to collect all of the Home Alone video games. Not really a hardcore quest, but when I see them when I don't have, I pick it up. And this is fucking terrible. I also picked up Garfield Caught in the Act. I had this game as a kid. I don't know why. It was gifted to me for Christmas one year by somebody. I don't know. Maybe my grandma or my mom. It's not a good game at all. I think there's a port of it on the Genesis, and maybe just the Genesis. I don't know. But it's not. It's a platformer. It kind of sucks. Whatever. And then I also got Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic 2, which I had both of these as a kid. I also have the other Sonic games now too, but these ones I didn't have anymore. I actually sold my Game Gear. Shit, it's probably been like 15 years now. I had the Game Gear, like the black case, and like probably 15 games, and the chargers, and the Game Gear, and all that shit. And I sold it on eBay for some reason. I don't know. I wanted some other stuff, and I wasn't really playing it, and I wasn't really collecting games. Like, I was collecting NES games, but nothing really else at the time. And so I let it all go. And then my aunt, her kids decided they didn't want theirs anymore. This was a couple years later, and so she gave me that one, and it was one of the blue ones. So got a few games there too, and I've collected a few other games over the years, but I don't know. I just had a weird desire to play Game Gear for some reason. And finally, in this trash can, are 4 Game Boy games. Well, 2 Game Boy Color games and 2 Game Boy games. First, I got Balloon Kid, which I didn't own. I've been looking for it for a while. I'm not really like hardcore, but whenever I go to a store and look for Game Boy games, I always look for this one. And for some reason, I haven't seen it anywhere locally until recently, and now I've seen it twice, so it's kind of weird. I also got Super RC Pro-Am, which is really fun, actually. didn't know what to expect with the Game Boy version, but it holds up really well. It's really similar to the NES game. I dig it quite a bit, actually. Also got a copy of Shadowgate Classic, which is a port of the NES game, which is also a computer game. But I really liked this game as a kid. Not this one in particular, but the NES game. And I hadn't played it in a while. I picked this up for a couple bucks. Thought it might be cool to check out this version of it. And finally, I got a copy of Magi-Nation on the Game Boy Color. A buddy of mine, Craig from the channel TV and Lust, has recommended this game on his channel like dozens of times, and finally saw it somewhere for really cheap, and I picked it up for like $2 or $3, I think. And you know, it's not too bad. I played about an hour and a half of it. It's like an RPG, but really, really slow battles, which kind of turned me off of it for a little while. I might get back to it, but all in all, it's not a bad game. But the battle system is pretty slow. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I got this cool t-shirt today. It's like a Bone Storm t-shirt. So I don't know, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna try to get back to some regular videos in the next few weeks. I know it's been kind of spotty this past month, but any free time I've had has been like amazing, just to be able to like play games or whatever, and I just haven't felt like making a video. But I figured I'd do this one today because it's the end of the month, and why not? Why not? I got some stuff to show. But anyways, guys, I'd like to thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you next time.